Okay, so there's a few rules that come with reading tarots. They're like unspoken. It's not talked about. I've looked everywhere and I haven't found a booklet or like a manual to read tarot cards, but there are unspoken rules like these. Rule number one is to not play with tarot cards alone. And then there's rule number two is to not play with tarot cards in a mental hospital. And then there's rule number three is to always say goodbye. This tarot reading is for Cancer, Sun, Rising, or Moon. Look, I usually do the 13 card spread. I haven't been back long, but I've been back. And what I usually do is a 13 card spread. It's a 13 card spread that I do. I have the 12 cards that I place, and then the 13th card, which is the comprehension of all the other cards. But I'm not doing that today. We are going to get a tarot reading with these cards that I purchased from a fellow tarot reader, and we are going to get it started. You have to be careful. This is another unspoken rule in tarot because cards can be hexed and they can be cursed and they can be ritualized. Cursed, hexed, and ritualized. Gotta be careful when you use the cards that are drawn on. This reading is going to be infamous. It's about an infamous person. An advertently infamous person, meaning they've caused harm. It's important to recognize these things with everything going on in the world. And I'm a spiritual advisor, and I advise if you make a mistake, do right the next time. But in order to do right the next time, you have to find out the core of the problem. Pathway, work, labor, efforts, house. There's this person that came into your life that came into your life, whether that is from the past or they're here in the present. A snake in the grass. You don't even see them. They don't want to be seen. You don't see them. And why is that? Some sort of delusional disorder is what I feel. The delusional disorder from the DSM-5. Enduring delusions that may be accompanied by unremarkable hallucinations pertinent to the nature of the delusion itself. Functioning is not significantly affected apart from behaviors specifically related to delusions. Behavior generally does not appear to be odd or peculiar. Types of delusions include erotomanic, grandiose, jealous, persecutory. I'm so sorry. Somatic, mixed, or unspecified. So this person had a delusional disorder. Now, you like, what that got to do with me? I've forgiven them. I'm over it. Right. And I get that if you feel that. This can deal with a friendship, a extraction, a family member. And when you deal with these kinds of people, it's sort of like a boomerang. Okay. I've watched 13 Reasons Why for like the third time. And I was going to do this whole brava of 9,400 reasons why for myself. That's not the point at all. The point is, when you deal with such a situation that you were unprepared for, this can put you in other situations that you're not prepared for. Then you go into other situations that you're not prepared for. So it's important in this world to know what is going on in my present moment. Obsession, high honor, love offer, a delusional disorder. This is what is it called? Give me a second. I gotta check it out again. I'm studying this too. Erotomanic. 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 This is erotomanic. This obsession with you, possibly because you have high honor. A grandiose, a jealous, mixed. It can be mixed. And you stayed in a situation you were not prepared for, but they knew exactly what was happening, what was going on, what they were doing to you, and I'm pretty sure they had this grandiose thing going on with them that they 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 were not empathizing with what was happening in your life. And that's a lot to go through. You know, many people who go through that can oftentimes suffer from amnesia, depression, anxiety before they even get into the relationship with this obsessive person who has this love offer towards somebody who they know is in high honor. They know you. I get it. Oh, but you know, I I went towards them. You got to be careful around people like this because they carry an evil eye. And obsession means obsession. And you have this person long enough around you, you don't know what can happen next. Confusion, illusion. Oh, I'm protected. I'm protected. Not with this delusional person. You're not protected. Abundance, rich guy, abandonment, a grandiose perceiving you, of perceiving you, having an evil eye, bondage, kept you bondage with rituals, child. Your function was affected before you entered the relationship with this person, and they seen it, yet they wanted to use these rituals to keep you bondage, and they knew that you were in high honor. You got to be careful with people like this, because you see it, jealous, envy people, they murder people, and I don't mean to sound like, oh my, like, it's serious. Rising star, they seen it, you seen it, you were an unfunctioning child, you're crying, sad, trying to tell them, and they just ritualized you to keep you there, moving on. You moved on for some. If you're not, you need to move on. You don't know how dangerous people can be. There's 8.2 billion people in this world. You got to move on. You got to get a plan, because some of these people, they allow their fate to be cursed. And it can affect you. We can choose to let go of the pain. We can choose to revel in our emotions. We can choose to forgive. We can choose to look at the person that's in front of them. We can choose all of those things. So now they're lying, they're delusional. Commitment, courthouse, rich girl. It's a delusional disorder, is what they have. They endured these delusions by unremarkable hallucinations, pertaining to the nature of the delusion itself. Functioning is not significantly affected apart from behaviors specifically related to delusions. Behavior generally does not appear to be odd or peculiar when dealing with these people. Types of delusions include erotomanic, grandiose, jealous, persecutory, somatic, mixed, and unspecified. You knew something was up. You're like, you could see it, even if you were not a functioning child. It's like you're not developing with me, but you're still wanting to be with me. And you could have told this person this. Mature woman, gift, starseed. You may just need to do whatever is best to get far away from this person as possible. Twin flame family false. It's delusional. Jealous and envy, ancestors blocked. Relationship, opposition, poverty. Priestess, soulmates, manifestation. uh, Narcissistic personality disorder. A pattern of grandiosity, need for admiration. Oh, sorry. And lack of empathy manifesting in a variety of contexts. The individual has an exaggerated sense of self-importance, often displaying a conceited, boastful demeanor while overestimating their abilities and accomplishments. Bring who you want to with this journey. Just don't bring whatever mistake this is. Let's get more cards. This person, after a while, I promise you, it's like one moment. 1 minute. It's like they didn't want to show that you were not meant for them. And they just stayed there and they knew it's like they were just going to act the whole way. Act like my thing is mistakes were made. Actual money, mature man, distant future. Sounds like a Lifetime movie if you ask me. Ascending, unbothered, achievement, they were dealing with their own issues, their own disorders. We don't know these people. There's 8.2 billion people in this world. Crew and family hit me up. Services. I offer services in the description box. They are counseling tarot readings. You can get a career tarot reading, a mental health tarot reading, from anything. I'm a spiritual advisor and I counsel. They are $25. If you would like to purchase a tarot reading with me, you can do that now. And crew and family, hit me up. Goodbye.